So here we got the 3-day chart, 5-minute candles for UONE, Urban One Inc. As we can see, we have a huge move last Friday. And heading into this week, we got to be prepared because we expect a lot of volatility and volume, especially on Monday and probably Tuesday. So let's get a better feel for this move. We got to look on the 100-day. So what happened was previously the stock ran from all the way from under $2 to over 50. And here it is. It came all the way back down to 350-ish. Here we are finally popping and showing a big green candle here. So what happened was all the black business-owned stocks were getting pumped. At this time, all the banks, as well as some of the media companies, and this was one of the biggest ones. So this was a squeeze. This has less than 2 million shares. This of their Class A shares. So I imagine it got up pretty high and shorts jumped in, and just when you got under, I think it's 1.85 million shares outstanding. The first day it started off with 25 million. Well, let's see. The first day really it started with 308,000. Someone got loaded up there. Next day came in 25 million, so the whole shares got rotated over 10 times. And then the next day, 45 million. Another $58 million day. Million volume day. And then a 25 million volume day up here. So lots of volume. Here we are. It faded. Shorts probably faded it all the way down to 350. And here we go. Friday with a day of 10 million shares traded. So the outstanding share count got traded over 5 times what it is. And let's look at the 5-minute candles at the action on Friday. So pushed up here, and let's go over the catalyst, what caused this. So Trump came with something he called the Platinum Plan with the $500 billion for Black America. It's kind of a vague, nothing specific, nothing concrete. He claims he's gonna start, create a bunch of jobs and throw in a bunch of numbers. Who knows how much of it's true, how much of it's for a vote, who knows. But let's look at, so I'm just on this one, I'm going to focus on the price action. So we see a strong jump right here, right? These are 5-minute candles, so within, we got 187,000 at 5 minutes, 444,000, 484,000, 647,000, right? So let's see, that's about 800,000 or 900. So right there, the entire share count could potentially have been bought, right? Now everyone's holding it. So on this chart right here, I see a big gap. I see the resistance that was previously at about 420. And when it jumped right through that, it jumped all the way up here. And it formed a little bit of resistance. Support at 570. Then it formed some over here at 6. It tried to hold the 6. Closed right here at 650, which was resistance. And then actually pushed up in after hours, and that's why it's going to be hot in Monday pre-market, because it's going to be up from 650 to 780. So it's going to be up. It's going to be a top pre-market gainer, and probably top volume pre-market. So how am I going to trade this? I'm not going to trade it pre-market. You could if you want, but it's going to be very volatile and dangerous. More likely, I'm going to wait, and I'm going to be looking for panics to load midday or in the morning bounce, at least, or the morning dip. So I'm looking for this 570 breaks. I got to look back onto the daily and go to the 90 days where I put all my resistance and support levels. So 650. Actually, I got on the 14. So I'm looking for that 570 breaks I'll be looking for a load off the 5, and if the 5 breaks, I'm gonna be looking for 450 right here, top of this candlestick, as well as the body of this candle. After that, I'll be looking for we talked about 420 previously. We see 430 on this one. So 450, 430, 420. Those are the levels I'll be looking for bounces. If it breaks under 5, underneath that 4. But if it plays over that 5, we gotta look on the 90-day. So back to the 90, we're gonna go. I see that 650 is interesting. So say it holds the 570, the 5, and I get one of those loads. I'll be looking for the 6, and if 6 holds, I'll be looking for 650. I'll be looking for a load off the 650. That's where it closed at on Friday. And then the next one is really, I'm curious is how it's going to react to the 7 since it pushed over in the after hours. So my question is, after the bell tomorrow, is it going to be over 7? Can it hold over 7? If it does, over for the first 30 minutes of the day, that could form support, I think. And then from there, we'll call that 7 support. But that's the question to me, since it all happened in after hours. If I load at 6 or the 650 or whatnot, I'll be looking for the 7 as a price target. But say it gets past the 7 and it holds over the 7 that we saw in Friday after hours, I'll be looking for here's my price targets right here. I got 775 or 770. Then we got $9 right here. Then I got 1050 right here. Then I got 1150 next. Will be my next price target. After 1150, I got 1350. After 1350, I got 1450. Then 1550. After 1550, 1750. After 1750, I got 1950. And then I got $20 and then 22 after that if it could break. And I'm not going to put any more price targets higher than that. I don't think it's necessarily going to go that high because I think it's a situation where shorts got caught off guard because it had never ran this hard. Now they'll be more prepared, as well as now there's more people. There's some people out there, even though the shares are trading all this volume, there's someone out here that's just holding these shares up here waiting. I promise you that. So there'll probably be a little bit of resistance, but not as relevant with this low of a share count as we've gone over. So Class A right here, 1.582 million. And this was filed as of let's see, this is the 10Q that was filed on the end of July or the beginning of August. So it's gonna be interesting play out of play. Very tight risk I'd use. It's gonna move fast with the low float, so be safe out there. Don't be loading and just praying that it's gonna go back to this 26 because it did already once, but it could. Who knows? There's a lot of resistance right here at this 1350 level, and this 1450. That's where it's the heaviest from before. But like as we said, it only has 1.8 million shares, so it won't be as relevant with a lot of volume. So let's look one last thing before I call it quits. You see the VWAP, you see the 200 SMA about 530-ish, which is going to be on the rise if it can stay above these levels with volume. So that would be a good point of reference too for a low too. I'll probably be trying to look for wherever the 200 SMA is to bounce off of it. If it's not just parabolic in the pre-market